Hey, this is Benaya. It's March 31st, which makes tomorrow April 1st, aka Flash or Stash Day. I did a video like this before, but I missed doing it last year, so I'm going to try to do something really quick. Just doing this first shot to get a sense of how much I've got in general. I have some stuff in bags from stuff I started or working on, or just in the bag it came in. And I've also got my bins where I mainly keep yarn sorted by fiber content. So since I want to make this quick, I also won't sit and describe each and every ball or set of balls of yarn I've got. I might just talk a little bit about what's new and what's gone. So I will see you in a bit. Okay, see the yarn in the bag was a gift from my husband. This is a Zauber ball from Chapeau. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. See if I can get it to focus on this instead of what's in the background. There we go. So it's this really nice green to bluish green color, and the bag is so I can knit from it and not have the yarn get messed up. My husband was in a conference in Savannah, and he stopped in the yarn shop and got this for me. Okay, here we have a couple of acrylics, both from Bernat. This is Bernat Softy Chunky. It's a nice red color, and this is Bernat Softy Chunky in have a blue stripe thing happening. This was actually a Christmas present from my sister-in-law Azriel. Thank you, Ozzy. Okay, this is some cotton yarn. I'll pull out the label here so y'all can see it. Universal Yarn Ink. Oh, I'm sorry, that's so dark. Cotton Supreme. This yarn I got fairly recently, and you can see on the nails I'm making a baby blanket. In fact, it started off as 6 balls of yarn. I've already knitted up one whole ball, and this one, you see I've knit up a decent amount of that there. So this one I am very serious about finishing. So hopefully next time I make one of these videos, this one will be done. Here is some cotton twirl yarn. Get a better look at the label. I honestly don't remember if this solstice yarn was in the last video, but I want to say it wasn't, that this was a more recent purchase than that. But you can see the label here. 70% organic cotton, 30% wool. This is a set of purple yarn I got for a particular set of gloves. There was a Vogue knitting issue a while back with these fingerless gloves that were like medallion shapes sewn together. And I wasn't quite sure what yarn I should use for it, but I did know that I wanted it to be purple. I had kind of a disaster with a rainbow yarn, so I got a few different purple yarns. This yarn right here is Cascade Yarns 220 Superwash Sport. We have Ella Rae Lace Merino DK, and 2 balls of Llama Loft Sports Weight. This is a ball of Malabrigo sock yarn. I bought it to make a shawl out of, and the colorway is Impressionist Sky. This is just some Craft Smart value yarn, and I bought this for a very small part of the Optimus Prime doll I've been trying to do for well over a year now. But I'm doing almost all of it in Red Heart acrylic, but I didn't have this color, so you know, just another acrylic yarn, pretty similar. and hopefully I will get this finished and I'll actually use a little bit of this. Everything other than these two I've been using for Optimus Prime, which is why it's out and not in the bin. I also have this ball of homespun that did not cooperate with me at all when I tried to use it. Like, look at how much I had to pull out to even try to find the end of it. I don't think I have a crochet hook big enough to handle knitting it from. Yeah, so I would like to, because this was a gift. This was a gift from my friend Bethany. Here we have some Vanna's Choice yarn. I'm using a log cabin blanket project. Okay, this is all of one of the acrylic bins. It's not as much stuff as you see. I showed you some of the acrylic earlier that's ended up in project bags. But this was all stuff that was in the previous video. Some Red Heart, Vanna's Choice, because for a while that was my go-to yarn for hats, and the very first ball of acrylic yarn I ever bought. This is the second bin of acrylic yarn. No new purchases here either. You've seen it all before, so I won't go through why it's here and why I bought it. Some of my yarn sorting has gotten off. There's actually 2 more balls of this Bernat Baby that should have been in the acrylic bin. This is the rest of my cotton yarn. This is all old. You'll see all my Lily Sugar and Cream before. Though I will point out again, these 3 big balls, first yarn I ever purchased. We have some Babies First, which is a cotton acrylic blend, and this is another dishcloth. This is some of the wool yarn. We have some Red Heart and Sensations sock yarn. There's a ball of Ella Rae. This blue is the Sublime Baby Cashmere. Oh, that's too bad. Okay, now you got it. That is some locally dyed yarn I got from a local yarn shop. Some Heritage sock yarn, some Patton's wool, some Eco alpaca. So I turned up some yarn while searching for some Sublime that I've misplaced, but there's some more wool sock yarn, some more Lily Sugar and Cream. There's some Superwash Merino Cashmere in there from Lion Brand. Some Debbie Bliss Baby Cash Merino. This hat, I'm showing you the hat because that hat was made out of some of the yarn that's gone missing. This was made out of the Sublime, and this was some baby yarn. Okay, the yarn this was knit from was Sidar Snuggly Baby Bamboo. That and a bunch of my Sublime went missing, unfortunately. Okay, this is the rest of the yarn that was in the wool bin. This is all yarn that, or I'm pretty sure it's all yarn that I've already talked about. There's some Omo Multi, some Warner's laces, 1 sock weight, 1 lace weight, some Cascade Magnum, Cascade 220, some Rialto, some Spun Chloe, some of the Sublime cashmere yarn that I didn't lose, gray silk and wool. This is the other locally dyed yarn, and some Ella Rae Back Bear, and a bunch of the Patton's Classic wool. Some of it's so old, actually, it still says that's the Classic Wool Merino.